Hey, what's going on, guys? It's CJ here, and I'm bringing you another Sharing Sundays. Now, today I've got a game of domination on terminal from my mate Ryan T123. Now, he's playing in a full party, and actually, what he didn't tell me was the fact that he got this the day that terminal came out on PS3. Now, he's had it in his vault for a while, but he decided that he wasn't going to tell me about it because we were trying to go for a bro at the time. So instead of worrying about uploading his clip, he said he wanted us to focus more on the bro ab. And the other day we got it finally, and then he mentioned the fact that he'd got this moab on terminal the first day it came out. Now, he's commented on one of my videos saying it, but I thought he was joking, and I didn't really check his vault because I didn't really think to check, to be honest. Sounds like a stupid thing, but yeah, he doesn't do too well at the beginning of the game, so he asked me to skip through it all, and me being the person that I am, I agreed, and we have to skip through it. But I wasn't too sure when he started his streak, so I had to slow down a bit, and I had to quickly pull up the bar at the bottom to see when he next went on his streak. And it's quite a nice streak, and he does get the moab, it must be said. And for this to be on the first day that you can get it, that's rather good, especially seeing as terminal was only out for that day. As far as I'm aware, Ryan had Modern Warfare 2, so he knew the map quite well, which was quite an advantage for him. And as you will see in this video, one of my mates realises that I am recording for YouTube and decides to send YouTube a nice message. But anyway, back to the gameplay. So Ryan's doing what most people do on terminal. He's holding down this back area, scooching around from side to side, and here he goes on his streak, and he's going from end to end, shooting through this middle bit when he can. Now, this sniper here is quite a horrible person for him. He's constantly going to that little box. I don't know what it is. It might be a generator, air conditioning system of some sort. I'm not too sure, but it's just really, it looks like just a metal box. But either way, that sniper keeps going there, and he keeps getting hit markers on Ryan, and it's just horrible. But when Terminal first came out, sorry, I didn't really think of what I would say then. When Terminal first came out on PS3, you got a lot of people that were running around with like ACR, as you can see Ryan is doing, MP7, but most people were using Blind Eye Assassin Dead Silence just simply because they didn't want to come up on the mini map, and they didn't want to be soundhoard. They didn't want to be killed by air support, and granted, those are what the perks are for, but a lot of people weren't using them for those reasons. Like, Blind Eye is mainly there for helping your teammates out and taking stuff out, and therefore, if you are on specialist, then you're not going to get noticed by you're not going to get noticed by a support, which helps. But the main thing that it's for really is just help. It's there so that you can help your teammates by shooting out air support. It's not there to be just used so you're invisible to everything going like people do. Like, I see people running around with Blind Eye Assassin Dead Silence, and they're level 80s, 20th prestige, and they've got Blind Eye, and it's not even pro'd, and they run around the whole map, and we can be calling in Pavlos and UAVs and anything, any kind of air support, and they still don't shoot them down. If you really wanted Blind Eye Pro, you'd be shooting everything down, even UAVs, just because you want to get that, that perk Pro and get it to its Pro potential basically, so that bullet damage will be even more against air support and sentry guns and other such things. And that's what it's there for, not to just hide behind. And that really frustrates me, how people use perks that, like, they use perks but not for the proper reasons. Like, people recently in Modern Warfare 3 have just started using ACR or MP7 with Blind Eye, Assassin, Dead Silence, and they're sitting in corners. So Dead Silence is useless, because if you're just going to be sat in one place, what's the point in having Dead Silence on? Because you're not gonna like make any noise just sitting in a corner. So Dead Silence is a waste of perk for you. Assassin, everyone seems to be getting that, like, on their classes now. And granted, it is a great perk to use, but when you're sitting in a corner with it on, it's really frustrating. And when you're, like, going on every corner scoping, it's just like you're going around every corner, like, aiming through your sight, just slowly walking around that corner, or waiting for people to just run past you. It's really frustrating. Blind Eye, come on, shoot stuff down. Okay, it's not going to stop a mob like Ryan's just got. He's just picked up here, but it's there to help your teammates. So put on Blind Eye and shoot down air support, because your teammates might not be running Assassin, and they can call in a UAV and see where half of your team is. And the idea of Blind Eye is to take stuff out, so that'd help your team by making it so they're not known, like, by the enemy of their location, if that makes any sense. And the fact that people will sit in these corners with these perks on, it's really frustrating. With MP7 and ACR, come on, people, let's actually try, or should I say try harder, son, seeing as that is what my clan says. And people, need to just try and move around the map a bit more seriously. I mean, if you spawn dropping, that's one thing, but just sitting in corners, that's outright camping, and that's not right. Well, I say it's not right. It's really frustrating for players that actually rush. But anyway, that's my rant over. Please like and subscribe, and